Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to Ye Olde Weekly Home Fragrance Roundup. This is the video that goes up most Saturdays here on my channel, where I just talk about all the home fragrance that I used around the house over the course of the past week. I do all of this alongside my trusty assistant Alf over here. Alf he's a dog, he's a pug specifically. He's my constant shadow, and so he is in the background of most of my videos. Anytime that you hear soft snoring or snorts or any other like pug-like noises, it is thanks to this guy. So please feel free, as I like to say, to enjoy that pug ASMR. If you've never owned a pug before, this is what it's like. They are noisy little creatures. So anyway, all right, you guys, we have much to discuss. So before we get into it, check out the description box. It's got a lot of information. I will put links to where you can find any of the things that I'm sharing here today. I will put information for sales that are happening with my personal favorite candle companies this weekend. There are discount codes down there. I have one with both HomeWorx and Kringle. If you want to save yourself a little bit of extra money on your purchase, you can try applying those at checkout. There's also some specific videos linked down there that might be helpful if you are newer to my channel, or maybe you're just newer to the world of home fragrance and you have some questions. You might actually be able to get your answer in those videos that I link faster than sometimes I can respond. Honestly, I'm a little bit behind this week. I managed to get another ear infection this past weekend, and it just got really nasty. And so, yeah, anyway, that's a whole other story, but basically those videos down there, if you have never heard about candle crocks before, if you've never heard about candle lamps, there's videos specifically about that. I have a video regarding candle hurricanes and the benefits of using those, also how to best clean them. Yeah, there's a plethora of information down there. I always encourage you to check out the description box. Just like I said, a whole host of info down there. Feel free to check that out if you are so inclined. So since it was a little bit of a funky week for me, I would really like to not have to edit this video at all. So normally I take you on a tour around the house, but in the interest of keeping this video, fingers crossed, hopefully a little bit shorter today, I'm not going to do the actual tour, but I did write down everything that's happening right now. So we're going to go through that first, and then we're going to take a little dive through everything else that I burned and melted this week, and then we'll be able to wrap it up. I still have one more video that I am filming here after this one, and then also I need to spend a couple hours this afternoon doing actual work things because, yeah, missed a lot of work this week. Okay. We're gonna get started with what's burning behind me right now, which is, you guys, there are new Kringle Reserve candles coming, and this particular lineup is so good. I did receive all of the new fragrances in PR, so Kringle kindly sent those to me. I think I received them on Tuesday. Like I said, this week's a little bit of a blur. I know that I started burning them on Wednesday to begin testing them out. So this one back here is, hold please, Gingered Peach. Yeah, there we go. I'm burning the Gingered Peach right now, and a lot of times, like ginger fragrances are a little too sharp to my nose. Ginger comes across a little spicy to me. This is the best ginger that I've ever smelled in like a home fragrance situation ever. And it's so beautiful with the peach. You guys, this lineup is, I think, really special. I'm so excited to share tomorrow's video with you. I'm going to take you through a little bit of a deep dive of all of the new fragrances. I have had a chance to burn all of them, so I'll just briefly mention what I burned. Mention them again when I mention what else I burned this week. But yeah, they're really, really good. I'm loving that. It smells so good in here right now. Burning in the family room, couple doors down here, is the Blush Amber and Peony from Bath & Body Works. It's so good, you guys. I love that particular scent. I was pairing it with Into the Night, and that was such a lovely combo. And in fact, I actually ended up moving my Into the Night. I had about this much left. I moved that into the candle crock in our laundry room. So actually, it's still going pretty strong in there right now. So the whole back of the house smells like the Into the Night and Blush Amber and Peony combo, and it's so good. If you have both of those candles somewhere in your collection, pull them out together and light them at the same time and prepare to be blown away by the most beautiful kind of sweet perfuminess. Ugh, just so good. In the crock in our master bedroom, I actually just today am getting ready to turn off the country candle cake pops that was in there. I think it's been 3 weeks now, and it's just finally at this point, like, I can really smell that all the fragrance oils have dissipated. So anyway, it's gonna be turned off today, and then I will replace that with something else. I'm really enjoying using my Crocs right now because the weather listen, we're finally in summer here in Oregon. I'm not a big fan of the heat. You'll hear me complaining a lot over the next 3 months here, but yeah, so I'm not burning quite as many candles right now. During the summer, I definitely am limiting it to like 2 at a time. So I'll be using my Crocs and my lamps a little bit more. Anyway, I really love that cake pops. It was amazing in the crock for basically the entire time that I've had it in there. It's a really lovely, kind of almost slightly perfumey gourmand. I do have an in-depth review of it, so check that out. And then underneath my candle lamp that is in my office right next door here, I ended up putting, I don't know if it's my last, I think I might still have one more, but I bought a bunch of these HomeWorx Christmas cupcake hobnail specialty glass candles when they were first released on QVC. I want to say it was like, was it 2020? I can't remember, but I ordered like multiple sets of 2. So it's a really great kind of year-round scent. Actually, it's called Christmas was it Christmas Cupcake? Yeah, Christmas Cupcake. But it just smells like a cupcake, right? Like a vanilla cupcake. So it's great to melt or burn year round. So I've just been melting those in my office, and I love it. It just lasts quite a long while underneath my lamp. I usually have my lamp going for 2 8-hour settings each day. And then after about 5 days, I notice that the fragrance has dissipated quite a bit, and then I will pour the wax off. So remember that if you are using a lamp, you do have to pour off the layers of wax as the fragrance oils dissipate, but in a crock, you can just let that go. I mean, you can turn your crock off at night. I leave mine on 24/7, but like with a crock, you just are melting everything at once versus with a lamp, you are melting by layers. So, and that is everything that was on my little list here. So sorry you guys aren't getting the tour this week, but I promise the tour of what's happening will be back next week. Once I'm back to hopefully hearing out of this ear again, because I had some hearing issues this week. You guys, like, this ear is like completely swollen shut. Thankfully, the swelling on my face, like the side of my face swelled up, like my ear swelled up. It didn't look quite like cauliflower ear, but it was starting to look really rough, man. It's like, did I participate in a wrestling match or something? I mean, my ear it was brutal this week. So I would like to thank antibiotics for just being amazing. Like, after, I would say, the first day, like, those antibiotics took care of so much, but I still need to finish the course. All right, let's go with what I actually finished this week. So Bronze Sunset. I love this one. It smells so good. I would say that Bronze Sunset is probably the closest that I have found to Cocoa Paradise, which was a fragrance that I think it was released last year. Now I'm like doubting myself. I'm pretty sure it was last year. So it was available in the body care line. They had a candle of it, obviously. I purchased quite a number of the candles. I think I have like 3 left. But the Bronze Sunset was so similar to the Cocoa Paradise. So that's awesome. I still have yet to hit up the SAS sale, by the way. I wanted to go this week, but it was just out of the question for me. So I'd like to maybe try to go this weekend or early next week. How long is SAS even lasting? Is it still going? Oh man, I'm so behind. Anyway, what else did I finish this week? So I finished my last blueberry violet tart from HomeWorx. I love this particular candle. It's almost like they took the farm stand blueberry and just added like a slight crust note, and then also a slight like floral as well. It's just really beautiful. It's still very much a gourmand despite that like floral note that's added, but it's just incredibly beautiful. I love the scent. If you come across this one, try it. It's really, I love it. Also, speaking of farm stand blueberry, I have been burning this one. I really didn't want to have to like edit this video, but we got a delivery and the dogs went nuts. So here we are. I'm gonna have to edit it. Anyway, let's talk about more candles. I was burning around the house this week. And yes, I was burning candles even when I wasn't feeling my best, because you know what? Home fragrance improves my mood. It made me happier during a time of not feeling super great. So anyway, in the dining room was farm stand blueberry from HomeWorx. This is, like I said, the blueberry that's in here is, I think, the same blueberry oil that they use in farm stand blueberry. It's just delicious. I want to say this is definitely one of my favorite blueberries that I've ever smelled in terms of home fragrance. And if you've never had a chance to try this one, you must. It is delightful. Other candles that I was burning this week. Let's discuss this bad boy here. It's one of my remaining few. I do have 2 more left. So this is the original, like we're talking the OG berry waffle cone. Now I believe this is back for SAS. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. I saw it online. So but I still maintain that the very first iteration of this fragrance is the best, and they should have stuck with these jars because this just burns like a champ every single time. So this was released in 2017, right? Yep, 2017. It's so rich, so delicious. I love the berry note. It just makes me happy, and I decided to use the lid from the Diamond of the Season on this one because if you'll remember, these are some of those candles that just came with the dust covers. So anyway, isn't this a fun little combo? Ribbed glass and faceted glass together. Let's do it. Peach Bellini. I filmed a review of this, was it last week at some point? Anyway, I put it up like I think on Wednesday on my channel. I could not believe that I did not have an in-depth review of Peach Bellini up yet because I've loved this for years from Bath & Body Works. It is such a delicious peach. You do really get that like effervescent, like bubbly type note, the Prosecco note, if you will. But this peach, it's just so bright and cheery. And then the addition of just that touch of like, it's like a splash of orange juice as well. It's so good. Delightful. More Bath & Body Works that I was enjoying this week. Santorini Coast, anyone? This, oh, I love it. I love it. This is so good. You should try it. If you haven't tried this, get it. It's a coconut, but it's like a really delicious, creamy, slightly like beachy coconut. Not slightly, it's a very beachy coconut. It's just delicious. Danbury shortbread, you guys, I'm loving this one. I really need to head into Bath & Body Works and pick up some more of this. I didn't want to fall in love with this one, but every time that I'm lighting it, I'm falling more and more in love with it. So it needs to be on a good sale though, because this one is $29.95 regularly. I know when I bought this one, it was during a $12.95 sale. So yeah, as soon as I get another one of those, I'll definitely pick up a couple more. It's really good. Okay, here we have blueberry cheesecake from HomeWorx. I love this one. It's so good. Although I gotta say, I'm a little annoyed with my daughter because I asked her to blow this one out earlier this week at one point, and she just decided to put the lid on it, and it got schmutzy. So I don't know what the deal is here. Normally this one does not get dirty on me. I don't know if this is just from her trapping the smoke in here. I don't use the lid extinguishing method that Harry always talks about because I find that it makes not only my candles smell smoky, but I think it traps like smoke inside, and then it like attaches itself to the side of the jar. It's on the lid. Like, it's just, this is kind of messy now. I'm gonna try to clean it up. I feel like it, at least this top layer of wax that I'm smelling smells kind of smoky, and I hate that. So yeah, Stella got a talking to this week, tell you what. All right, here we have vanilla bean macaron. I think I only lit this once this week. I'm kind of going slow on this one. I do still have one backup, but I'm kind of going slow because the newest releases of this have not been as good as what I have here. By the way, this is not the original lid. Most of these HomeWorx that I'm showing you are not the original lids because I don't like the newer, like shiny, silvery, cheap lids. So I've always kept my nicer, like heavy metal lids in the past, which was smart of me to do. I was thinking ahead and I just use those instead of the like kind of, I don't know, I just think they're kind of cheap looking, but anyway, I did like this lid here, so it looks good with this one. But I just think the newer iterations of the vanilla bean macaron are not as rich and like amazing smelling as the newer ones. At least the one newer one that I tried. So I had one that my friend Fiona picked up for me at, I think it was either Marsh, I think it was TJ Maxx. I think she said it was TJ Maxx. But anyway, that one, it just wasn't the same. So we need this to come back like in this exact formulation right here, because it's a powerhouse and it's fantastic and delightful. All right, these are all okay. This is the one reserve that's not from this like upcoming launch. So I did burn sweet cream a couple times this week. This is another one that I kind of nursed along just a little bit because it's really hard to get, but I love it so much. It's so good. If this comes back again, I wholeheartedly recommend this one. By the way, this is from the most recent launch, and this is just as strong as the first one that I had from the initial launch. So far, I have not noticed a difference between the first iteration and then the subsequent restock. So performing great for me, love it. All right, tomorrow you will get an in-depth review on all of these, so I'm not gonna spend a ton of time talking about them in this video. Make sure you're subscribed. It'll pop up in your subscription feed tomorrow, but let's quickly go through some of these, well, all of these new Kringle Reserve fragrances. Just an FYI, I'm hearing you guys with regards to feeling overwhelmed by, okay, let me set this down. I'm hearing you guys when it comes to your like concerns about the number of releases from Kringle these days. It's kind of interesting to me because I feel like Bath & Body Works does this a lot too. And I feel like with Bath & Body Works, people love it that like new collections are constantly being released, but it seems to be a different reception when I think a lot of the more, maybe little bit more niche or online companies do it. And I think that has to do mostly with the fact that you can't just pop into, you know, a store like, you know, 10 minutes or 15 minutes away from your house to smell things in person and to then, you know, take a minute to decide whether you want to pick that up or not. Kringle is obviously exclusively, well, they do, I think they're sold in some boutiques, and then they obviously have their store in Massachusetts, but listen, you can't just pop into like any old store to get Kringle. And so with a lot of these releases being kind of like built up, and then also with a lot of them being limited edition and then them being so frequent, I can see where that makes people feel really overwhelmed. And then there's this like FOMO feeling that a lot of people get, and then they just feel overwhelmed by all of it, and then they just check out completely. And I do understand that. I definitely get it. Listen, I don't buy every single thing that that launches at Kringle. And just so you guys are aware, I do receive PR from Kringle, but it's not for every single collection. We did not receive PR for this last country candle launch, the limited edition one that happened earlier this week. We sometimes are offered a pre-sale so that we can get them prior to the launch to share our thoughts with you guys. They didn't do that this go around. And so I ordered mine the day that they went live. I ended up picking 3 from the collection. I do have a candle budget for myself as well. And so, you know, I just have to watch what I spend. I buy the things that I'm really interested in, the things that excite me. You know, and those are the things that I definitely share with you guys as well. The things that really just, I think are the best, from any given from any given launch. But yeah, I do get it. I just want to let you know that I absolutely hear that. I don't know if Kringle plans on slowing down the launches. I do like that they are innovating. I do like that they are coming up with new things. I like that they are developing new products. And I also like that they take feedback in terms of when things are not going great and then make an effort to fix things. So that's something that is just really important to me with a company, is that they're willing to listen to customers, and I think that's a good thing. So, but these, all that being said, there are new reserve candles launching on June 20th. So, I'm not saying you have to get every single one. I will try to get as many of these reviewed prior to that launch. It's my goal actually next week to burn these, if I can, to just about the halfway point, or maybe it'll probably be more of like a third of the way through, but I want to get these all reviewed prior to the launch so that you can just make a good, solid, like educated decision on whether you want any of these things or not. You know, if you tend to really like a lot of the same things that I do, I'll definitely let you know in the videos which of these I think are like worthy of picking up, or, you know, like must purchases, if you will, in my book. So, all right. Sorry about that little tirade there, but I wanted to address it because I'm seeing it a lot in the comments, and I just want to let you guys know that I hear it and I get it. And I mean, there are things that come out that I'm just like, I really want that, but I don't, like, I have to watch my candle budget. You know, because I review here for my channel, I do have to keep in mind that, like, once I run out of money for this budget that I have for, you know, like purchasing things for my channel here, like once that's gone, if it's gone before the end of the year, like I can't like put more money into that like account, if you will. Like it's my rule is, if that money's gone, it's gone. When the fun money runs out, the fun money runs out, and then I replenish it at the start of the next year, and I stick with that. And I would really recommend doing that yourself. If you haven't disciplined yourself that way, trust me, it's hard, but I personally have to do it, especially with what I do here on YouTube. Otherwise, it would be hard. It would be hard. All right. Let's talk a little bit about these. So this is the grilled PB&J. This is one of those that I think is going to be really popular, and for good reason. You guys, it's really accurate. It's got sweetness and savoriness to it. It is delicious. So you'll hear more about that one tomorrow. We have Merlot. Merlot this is a good grape, you guys. It's a really well done grape. And if you want to amp up your PB&J even more, pair these two together. I think it was actually, was it Katie? I think it was Katie that was mentioning that she was going to pair these two together. I think we were chatting on Instagram or something, and I was like, you're a genius. And then I did it, and I loved it. I loved that combo. So that's a great combo together. This is Bonfire. I kind of feel like Bonfire has been out before, but don't quote me on that. I'm going to look that up before I film the video for tomorrow. But I've been burning this one as well. It's nice. For those of you that like that smoky hearth type fragrance, I think you're going to be happy. I was nervous about this one. The Caramel Cocoa and Toasted Fluff. If this was just cocoa and toasted fluff, I think I would have immediately been like, give me 8. But the caramel made me nervous. I am happy to report, you guys, Kringle did caramel right. It's not overwhelming. It's not overly rich or like indulgent. I mean, it's sweet. Don't get me wrong. It's a sweet fragrance, but it's not cloying. It's delightful. And then the last one, this surprised me the most. holy moly, is this good. I don't normally go for these woody scents, but there's something really special and unique about this one. There's a sweetness to it that I wasn't expecting, and I love it. Like this one was shocking to me. And also I burned like quite a bit of this. I love it. I think it's so good. That's a really, really good one. So anyway, Kringle did send me all 6 of these as PR. So they did send as PR. So I did not pay for them. I will be honest with you guys about my thoughts and how they're burning. One thing I will mention just right off the bat is that the first burn of the peanut butter or the PB&J, these wicks are, they develop really big mushroom tops, so you kind of have to watch that with this one. I trimmed the wicks really short for the second burn, and that was a good idea because look how long they are again now. This one is going to be one where you're going to want to trim the wicks pretty short. But again, I'll discuss that a little bit more tomorrow. So a big thank you to Kringle for sending these out. It is greatly appreciated. I will certainly be repurchasing a couple of these myself because they're really, really good. So really quickly, let's go through the wax melts for this week. We don't have a ton, but we have the combo that's currently going in all of my warmers today, and that is Camu Camu and Tangerine and Sugarcane. Great together, but also great on their own. Camu Camu is, this one smells a lot just like passion fruit to my nose, which is one of my favorite smells of summer. There's obviously, it also smells like Camu Camu berries, but it's so sweet, so delicious. This one just makes me happy. So love this. And then the Tangerine and Sugarcane, I bought this during the clearance sale, so can't get this anymore, but hopefully you put it in your club if you loved it. I should have probably put it in my club. I have, was this the other combo? No, what was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. So this was also a combo this week. Tangerine and Sugarcane and Berry Bright. Berry Bright smells like blue raspberry. It's delicious. It basically smells like blue raspberry cotton candy. I love this one. It's also really great with the tangerines. So put these two together if you have them. And then the last thing that I want to mention is what I've been using in the downstairs powder room, and this is Starburst Sky. Starburst Sky is one of my like new holy grails. I added this to my club. It is available in the catalog right now. To me, this smells like the Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods. So if you're a fan of that particular perfume, you should check this bar out because I think that you might be really pleased with it. So all right, you guys, that is everything. I am gonna clean up my mess here. I'm going to film my in-depth thoughts on these. This video will be going live tomorrow morning on my channel. I will set it to go live like really early on in the morning, so probably 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're interested, you can check that out. It should be in your subscription feed when you wake up on Sunday morning. All right, Alf and I appreciate you being here. He's still taking his nap, and then the other one actually has been sleeping behind me here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the little symphony that was the pug snores, and we will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.